How's it going, everybody? Blake here, and this is Rambling Movie Takes. Alright, so this will be my second Blu-ray haul video. Well, not just Blu-rays, but DVDs and all that. I did one a couple weeks ago. It was the Goodwill movie haul. Check that one out. This one, it's kind of a mixture. It's movies that I found at Goodwill. I also went to Walmart. I also went to, well, I got some of them online too. But yeah, let's check them out. I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody having a, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. Yeah. Hope you enjoy this video. And if you would be so kind, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I would greatly appreciate it. Now let's get into it. Alright, so the first one that I'm going to show you is one that, some of you are going to absolutely cringe over. And some of you are going to be like, yeah, boy, hell yeah, blah, blah, blah. Transformers. Alright, this is the first Transformers, what I refer to as the only good Transformers, not including Bumblebee. But yeah, I really like this movie. I don't love it by any means, but I found it at Goodwill for like $1.29, and I was like, it's at least worth that. but yeah, I do quite enjoy this movie, and I know that there are a lot of Transformers fans. I'm not a huge Transformers fan. I actually hate most of the movies, but this one was actually pretty good. And like I said, I do quite enjoy it. Next one up, Days of Thunder, starring Tom Cruise. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this movie. I kind of found this one a bit later in life. It's one that kind of slipped under the radar for me for a long time. But probably about 5 years ago, I saw it for the first time. And I kind of fell in love with it. I think it's a great, great movie. I actually think it's probably one of Tom Cruise's best movies. And I'm not even a NASCAR fan. I don't like racing. I'm not even really much of a car fan. Like, I don't know, but I enjoy this movie. I think it's a great movie. I have a good time with it when I watch it. I haven't seen it probably about 5 years since the last time I watched it. The first time I watched it. Alright, next up, Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law, Rose Byrne, and Jason Statham. Yeah, this movie was kind of a surprise for me. I really like this one. It's a fun movie. It's not one that's going to stick with anybody that sees it, for the first time. But it's one that I do rather enjoy, maybe like on a rainy day, but yeah, it's pretty decent. And Jason Statham, honestly, I feel like kind of makes this movie for me. I'm not a big Melissa McCarthy fan. I do like a few of her movies, but for the most part, I think she's kind of overrated. All right, next up, and that's one that I found at Goodwill. $1.29. Same with Days of Thunder. I didn't mention. I got that one at Goodwill as well. $1.29. Another Goodwill. Most of these are Goodwill movies, by the way. Just going to throw that out there. And for some of you that are like, man, this guy shops at Goodwill a lot. I don't really buy much anything there. Not that I'm ashamed anyway, but I don't really buy much of anything they have because it is mostly junk. But it's hard to turn down Blu-rays for $1.29. I mean, especially when you watch movies as much as I do. But Lone Survivor, another Goodwill movie. I love this movie. Of all the ones that I've shown you so far, I think this is probably my favorite one. I really, really love this movie. It's one of Mark Wahlberg's best, in my opinion. And it's based on a true story. It's a really cool movie. Really cool, like war movie. If you're into war movies, check this one out. It's in my opinion, it's definitely worth your time. And then this one I have not seen yet. I don't know why. Probably because I'm not a big Warcraft fan. And I've heard this movie was really terrible. But for $1.29, I wanted to give it a chance and see what it's all about. You know, if it ends up sucking, then, you know, I'm only out of $1.29 and it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm going to check it out. Don't really know what to say about this one. I haven't seen it, so I can't really say anything about it. Now, of all the ones that I have bought, I have watched this one the most. I have watched this movie the most since I have gotten it. And that is Draft Day. Now, this movie stars Kevin Costner. And, you know, I'll take this sleeve off because, of course, they put a damn sticker over Kevin Costner's face. How can you put a cover on that wonderful face? But yeah, I really like Draft Day. I think it's a more underrated movie that doesn't really get appreciated too much. But I do really like it. I wouldn't say it's the best movie of all the movies I'm going to show you. But it's just one that, you know, with football season, you know, with the draft coming up and everything, this is one that I've watched more than any other movie. But I will say that if I have one criticism of this movie, it's that the trades are so unrealistic. There is no way that trades like these would be made in real life. If you're a football fan and you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's unrealistic. But it's still, at least in that regard. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that are very realistic about this movie and how it, you know, coincides with the draft and everything, the NFL draft. But you know, as far as like I said though, as far as the trades, I'm spending too much time on this movie. As far as the trades go, it's just unrealistic, and you know, that kind of takes me out of it a little bit. I think if it made more sense, I'd probably give this movie like a, you know, like a 9 out of 10 if the trades made more sense in this movie. But because of that, you know, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. You know, I really, really enjoyed this movie. Move that over here. Okay. Next up. This one, alright. I'm a big horror movie fan, obviously. I mean, look behind me. I am a huge horror movie fan. And there is one horror movie that I think is so underrated and it needs to be seen by more people. It is such a good movie. It is a throwback horror movie. It's a throwback slasher film. I mean, he belongs right up there on the wall with Freddy, Jason, and Michael, and Ghostface. And of course I'm talking about Art the Clown, the Terrifier, right there. I saw this Steelbook on online, and I came across it by accident. You know, I was looking up Terrifier Blu-ray because, you know, I wanted to own it, even though the movie is on Netflix. So for those of you that, you know, you don't want to spend any money on it, go on Netflix. It's on there right now. It's been on there for forever, you know, for like 3 years, I think. And that's how I discovered it. My friend Eric told me about it. But yeah, I came across the Steelbook. It's a limited edition collector's Steelbook. I mean, I'm sure there's like hundreds, thousands of copies, but yeah, I wanted to get it. I wanted to support this movie because I don't think there's a whole lot of good horror movies that have come out in quite some time. You know, as far as mainstream horror goes, I think I've enjoyed The Invisible Man more than anything else I've seen as far as like modern horror, as far as like mainstream horror anyway. And I don't know what that says about the state of horror right now. I mean, watch my Invisible Man review. I really enjoyed that movie. But yeah, but the Terrifier hit myself right in the mouth. This is a Steelbook, so it kind of hurt a little bit. Not really, but yeah, check this movie out. It's worth checking out if you're a horror fan. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. And also, I'm going to show you the back. So if you got some kids around, you don't want them to see, you know, this, turn their heads away. But there, watch the movie and you'll get the context of this artwork and what it's referencing. There is a scene in this movie that is absolutely messed up. Like, it is so messed up. It's one that it's a scene that will stick with you, and it will also make you question yourself as to why you were enjoying this movie. But yeah, Terrifier. Alright, and last but not least, the crown jewel, as I call it, of this haul. And that is one of my favorite movies of the year of 2019. A movie that absolutely surprised me. I think I just gave it away. Ford versus Ferrari. Yeah, guys, Ford versus Ferrari. If you have not seen this movie, check it out. Get it. I bought this one at Walmart. I paid full price for it, like $30. Like, I haven't bought like a physical 4K in like almost a year. So coming off $30 hurt my feelings a little bit. But yeah, guys, if you have not seen this, check it out for sure. Christian Bale and Matt Damon give Oscar-worthy performances. This movie is an Oscar-deserving movie, and I believe it was actually nominated. But yeah, you know, this is the Ultimate Collector's Edition. It's got some special features on it, you know, bringing the rivalry to life, 8-part making of documentary. And of course, it's a 4K. And, you know, speaking of this movie, you know, I am doing a giveaway for the digital code for this movie. So if you would like the details as to how you can be entered in the sweepstakes to win the digital code for Ford versus Ferrari, do check out my Twitter at Rambling Blake. But yeah. And also, if you're on my Facebook, you know, the details are there as well. Because I know some of my friends and family are on here. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's all the movies that I got. And, you know, I'm looking down at one right now that is not really part of the haul, but I'm going to show it off anyway because more people need to see it. And that's Never Hike Alone, a fan film. It's a Friday the 13th fan film. If you have not seen it, see it. You'll be hard pressed to find this Blu-ray because it's not sold in stores. However, it is on YouTube and you can watch it for free with no ads. And it is definitely worth checking out. But anyways, guys, that's this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would be so kind, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. It would make me very, very happy. But anyways, guys, again, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Y'all have a good one.